I am back. And yeah, I sound a little bit different because I got a new mic and all, and hopefully it sounds really good. Alright, I think this is what we have to do next, which is unlocking the Triforce Man raid. An oddly garbed man visiting Revelance Toll has some information much which might be of interest to an experienced adventurer. Do I know you? Unless I am very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great Akira Black Rose herself. Amazing, and more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I recently received of a I received word of a truly unique opportunity you see, an opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward, not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk, a single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A woman with absolute confidence in her own abilities stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing the opportunity to your attention. The historic discovery you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambrose at St. Cornetch Finds. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold adventures, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the thresholds. Give me one moment. Alright. So let's equip my character. Do, do. Oh yeah, I can fly now. Still getting used to flying in a realm reborn. Alright. There we go. Why, if it isn't Akira Black Rose herself, I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb? Well, the opportunity he spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropological endeavor. Quite how he came to know of it is another matter of all knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But there is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find herself on a unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal Solemn's halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now, the first. Akira, I thought it was you. What brings you to St. Cornage's? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking history-making mission to lay low an apparently insuperable foe? Yes? No? I see you two are already acquainted. That is well, Master Garland. Our imprinted hero here caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. She has she? Glad to have you on board. Akira, you don't have the faintest idea what you've volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The sons of the St. Cornage are tested with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allegan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mystery than ever before. But I know that look, in the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much of the subject of the Allegan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the ultimate weapon. The mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garland Mod can presently achieve. Neil Tol Scarvia simply awoke it. I mentioned this is the way that of a reminder that you had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allegan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. My mind's not working. Now, to the core of the matter, here in Mordona, there stands an entire elegant structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the ultimate weapon and the lesser moon Dalamond, before it seems wise to treat any relevance from that error with the amount caution. They must be analyzed, monitoring, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal Legatus wield one of those weapons. It Was this thought which first moved me to contact the Suns and propose that the tower be explored. For several millenniums, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground, but like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the seventh umbral era. It now stands revealed in, as its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heavens. Doo-doo. Oops. I'm sorry. We believe the tower to be the repository of the much of the ancient wisdoms. Unfortunately, to its entrance is guarded by the formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take the form of the statues carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen. The 8 sentinels, as the sons are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues or the front door is forever beyond our reach. My colleagues and I are ill suited to negotiate. Negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Akira, but I can think of no finer woman for the task. If I didn't know better, I'd say so. You had a taste for these daily escape. I'm sorry, I butchered that. I look forward to working with you again. There is much and more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Okay. Speak to him once more. Our first objective is to reach the entrance of Crystal Tower, as I previously mentioned. However, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by the powerful defenses mechanicisms, each utilizing one of 4 elements of fire, water, wind, and earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration from the Fire Nation. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way? We would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe's strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Norcia, where both the spawning grounds and Ugamaru mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Okay. Give me one moment. Okay. Oops. I should have tuned that. Okay. Doop 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 doop. Alright, fly. Burn. Fuck off. Would you kindly fuck off with that thing? That warning sign. I can fly high wherever I want. Game. That reminds me, I'm feeling like playing Final Fantasy VI on YouTube. Debating whether or not if I should do it with the Steam version or using the PS Vita version. Either way, Oops. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think I screwed up. Alright. Oops. Come on. Yes. No. Yeah. I don't know yet. I also got a capture card for my to use with HDMI devices, so maybe using my Switch and possibly my PS4. I might be investing in probably a device for my PS2, so I can go back to playing like old series of games on my PS2. Like, I have a series, I think maybe 10 years ago, that I did playing Dot Hack. I might just go back and do that because I have temptations on doing that. A few ideas for this channel here and there. I'm just mostly doing this for fun. Got nothing else better to do, unfortunately. Oops. Alright. Alright. Going back to more donuts. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. And I just teleport? There we go. No. There we go. It's been a while since I played 14 on my PC. Oh, quite a while. Ah, shit. There we go. Alright. I got your goddamn crystals. How's your progress efforts in infiltrating the Beastmen strongholds? Here's your fucking crystals. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I have seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their impurity is outstanding. You have done well with these. In our possession, we lack only the crystals of the fire and the wind. The former lies in Zahar'ak, the war camp of the Alamajan in Talman, and the latter in Natalan, the roost of the Ixel in the hills of Korathas. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your astounding success. Let's see. Yes. No. Okay. Yeah, I remembered way back that we had to do fates for the previous two. I don't know if it actually changed because of the rework. Shut the fuck up, game, please. Alright. Oops. Alright. Next is here. Okay, sweet. Alright. Let's report back to them. Ah, shit. Come on. I'm not reading the things properly. Alright, Akira, it's good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the beastman? Yes, here's your fucking crystals. Shove them up your ass. Wonderful! With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give you the impression that you would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. Well, the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless. They are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defense, they needs to be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be challenging in itself. I fear, needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. Alright, let me just... Fine, I'll do it. Alright. If the flawless crystals you procured for us to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. While I say substances, but you must just as well call them one substance, namely ether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected verities. Alas, ether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Uda seemed the likeliest place to purchase the quality we require. When I contacted the guild master, however, I was informed that there's no ether sand was currently available. Though I request that a word be sent as soon as new stock came in. I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order sometime before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring ether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigations, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other less savior parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase and sent you to speak directly with the Guildmaster. Serendipity, mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is what my hope that when next we meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 verities of ether sand we acquire. Alright, let's go to Uda. Okay. Alright, that was fast. Alright, okay. I should... There we go. A Goldsmith's Guild. Well, hello there, Grogers. Mistress Black Rose, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? You're here on the behalf of the Sons of the Saint Coinage. What fortune timing. I was about to contact Master Rambros with the news that we finally managed to acquire the quantity of fire aspect aether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 rarities, but you are welcome to settle accounts for which we have now. Pray speak with Jameen over the... I do beg your pardon if it seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the ether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered in as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or 2. Akira, it's been too long. What brings you here, then? Get an eye on something expensive, have you? Well, now, that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gill clinging together is strangely satisfying. Is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. My brain's not working today. Oh no, you're here for the blooming aether sand, aren't you? Well, I can't deny the elegance. Civilization is a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Reg and I been busy tinkering with a new airship designed to think of much else. See, well, I would say tinkering, wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing on hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal power propulsion system. He got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corruption crystal on board the Enterprise. As a matter of fact, anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all varieties of aether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here, even for you, lass. However, how we meant to usher in a brave new technology innovation, if not by technologically innovating, eh? Well, I hesitate to interrupt such such an impassioned speech duty compels me to point out that this lady is a okay, my brain. Come on. Representative of the organization that reserved the Aether Sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. It's like that, is it? Huh. Alright. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me the role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological and innovation or two. I have to speak to Biggs again. What the fuck? Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other three varieties of elementally telespatic Aether Sand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. And it just so happens that I know a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler of northern Thalalan who very occasionally handles the earth aspect variety of Aether Sand. Reg is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know that what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer is Bing. Just the other day, it seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurous heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thalalan without me. I just hope he managed to stay out of trouble. Heading out to Blue Fog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? Wedge, thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turns out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Alright. Yes, no. Okay, let's... Oops. There we go. My brain. There we go. Okay. Alright, cool. Save your greetings. If you're looking for the higher blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and no hold no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic, but as you asked, my employer, a Lalafallen lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small venture. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock has been stolen by bandits. Determined not return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised. Rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic, and I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you'd best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost to the old Almagen mithril mine, but I fear the bandits have caught up with him by now. Alright. Alright, let's find him and hopefully not collect the dead body. Hopefully. Hello, what's up? How could I be so stupid sneaking into a bandit's lair? It's just not the sort of thing I do, and now I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Akira, it is really you, but how did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore that smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happens, it was conceived, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away and dozens of bandits came piling after me with knives and axes, what look very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is the stolen aether sand is right here in my oh dear. It must have fallen out when I was taking invasive manures. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the sand in my stead? Oh, thank the gods you're a true friend, Akira. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. Okay. There we go. And just look at all those low-level mobs. Akira, have you had any luck locating the Aether Sign? Yes. Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also in a mission to collect Aether Sand, and you're working with the chief, a treasure trove of elegant knowledge? You say, I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible and views avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. The expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting. I must say, I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with the Aether Sand before there are any more little mishaps. Be sure to keep an eye on your pockets, Akira. Okay. Give me one moment. Oops, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. Okay. So let's see. Okay. All right. Kara, you have returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some ether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? Alright, I found fire and earth. I think, yeah, earth. I see, two varieties. Well, that is two more than could reasonably be expected, and two less than I had hoped you would say. Please forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the seven hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but Aethersen isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of the merchant's ware gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge. Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damnably inventive, yeah. And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endure to endeavor to proceed to the two remaining varieties of Aethersen before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rembros, have we any information on where the water and wind aspect types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that perspective. If it's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an exploration is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Akira has won for only for our cause, if only for a moment. All right, so these are material, and I'll just take the gold. I just need gold. Collect the gold. Alright, we'll continue with the remaining missions in the next episode. See you later.